The following portion of Great Day KC is sponsored by Regain Functional Medicine and Aesthetics.
All right, August is National Hair Loss Awareness Month. It's something many people struggle with, but now there's a pain-free option that's creating buzz here in Kansas City. Tony recently visited with the experts at Regain Functional Medicine and Aesthetics to learn more. Check it out.
Are you struggling with hair loss and you don't know exactly where to begin to grow those luscious long locks again? Not to worry, my next guest will help. So I understand you have something here called Get HairMD. What exactly is it?
We do, Tony, and thank you so much for having me. So Get HairMD is an exclusive system that we are the only provider in Kansas City, so we're the only ones to have Get HairMD in this area. They started in Dallas and are kind of obviously moving to both coasts, but we're one of the few that's here in the Midwest. So Get HairMD is a whole system of things that we can provide to the patient. And obviously when you're talking about hair growth, you got to throw the kitchen sink at it, you know what I mean? Not one thing alone is going to work. So we do in-office lasers and we do infusions of growth serum. We do home treatments with shampoo and conditioner and gummies and all sorts of.
Okay, so how exactly does it work? Once we've thrown that whole kitchen there, you know, how does the process work?
So initially what we would have our patients do, because you know we're all different, right? So we have each individual patient come in for a consultation with our trained nurse practitioners. We do photo imaging of the hair because you know, if you're sitting around looking at yourself in a mirror, you're not going to see hair grow.
Right.
It is a long process of both hair loss, hair resting phase, and hair growth phase. So we do photo imaging through what's called hair metrics, which we use global pictures as well as microscopic pictures at the level of the hair follicle to get a baseline. Then we tend to do pictures every 3-6 months or so down the line, so we can see what changes are happening.
Okay.
After the consultation and the initial pictures, then we do a cheek swab that we send to our DNA lab. So based on the findings of the genomic testing, that information then goes to a compounding pharmacy that then puts together a hair growth spray that's formulated specifically for you and your need.
Yeah.
What your body responds to and what you're resistant to. So based on that, you get something that you know is going to work for you. Once that part of it is done, we start either the in-office laser, which is a red light laser that is like a cap that goes over the head. And that red light laser is painless. The treatment session is 20 minutes, so you're in and out super fast.
Okay.
And that time essentially reduces inflammation in the hair follicle. It reduces the effect of the testosterone, the 5-DHT, which is the testosterone in the scalp or in the skin and hair, and its effect on the hair follicle. Those sessions we like to do twice a week.
Okay.
For, 6 months would be a typical length of time for hair growth and hair restoration. The last part of the treatment is what we call a transdermal infusion. And that is taking hair growth serum and actually pushing it into the scalp down to the level of the hair follicle using electrical pulses, which then pushes that serum into the scalp without needles. And that's the other part of when we say pain-free. Yeah. That is the most important part of this. Everything we do is painless, pain-free, and we try to make it as convenient for the patient as possible.
Absolutely. Now, who would be like a really good candidate for this treatment? And of course, about how long does it take before you really start to see the hair starting to grow?
Hair grows very slowly, so it can be very frustrating because you don't know, am I getting any results or not? So this program is really available for everybody. It doesn't matter your age, your ethnicity, male, female, whether you're postpartum and just had a baby and are experiencing hair loss. Really, this is ideal for anybody who is concerned about hair loss.
Okay.
It's affecting maybe their confidence and their ability to do what they want with their hair, and they're thinking about maybe doing other things like extensions or other additions to the hair. This is certainly an option for them, and it's non-surgical. So if somebody requires surgery, we're going to obviously let them know and refer them appropriately.
Awesome. Well, there you have it right there. I know you want to feel better. All the information you need to get started today with hair growth is listed right there on your screen.
All right, y'all, if you've got a hair loss, get HairMD. And now until October, get the 50% off the Essential Plan, which includes a lot of great deals. They're all listed right there on your screen. Plus, you can get 20% off hair growth gummies, shampoo, and conditioner. Call the number on your screen for more information.
The preceding portion of Great Day KC was sponsored by Regain Functional Medicine and Aesthetics.